Today is the 26th of June, and I'm just going to make sure that I can see who is joining us this morning on YouTube. We are live, and I'm going to be painting. I'm not sure what I'm going to be painting. Kind of came down into my studio, wrote a quick Patreon post to send out to you all so that we have our meet on Friday, and we are joining well, Julie has shared some beautiful images that she has been keeping for us all to draw with. Look at my crazy desk. This is literally like I've just come down, so you may see me cleaning up a little bit before we start. I have scraped paint on pages of sketchbooks. I'm just going to put those away. This one and this one. I had a lot of excess paint. Not sure why I had so much red paint last night, but I did. Maybe because I didn't use the red much. More red paint here, but those are pages that, and more red paint here. And this was from yesterday's. If you missed it, I am going to be posting this as part of the sale next week. Good morning. Hello, C. We did a couple of workshops yesterday. They were both focused on light and shadow, and this was one of the images. I can show you if I can find them. I don't know if I filled that page. No, I didn't fill that page. This is going to be maybe, it may take a little time to find that page. And I should probably keep this sketchbook open anyway because I can paint in it today. I'm sure I did one a little bit further on. We did some warm-ups and some swatches before we did the painting. And oh, that was from yesterday. Actually, I prefer this sketch to the one that I did of, and I should probably post that one. I'm going to put a little note in there because I do like this sketch. I did post it on stories, but I didn't post it in on my posts. I'm looking for yesterday's drawing session. So there are two workshops on light and shadow, and I cannot find, maybe I didn't do it in this sketchbook, maybe that's why. Maybe I did it in this sketchbook. Oh yes, I did. So these were just the sketches and color studies. Hey Tash, hola Patty. Patricia joined us. If you haven't seen Patricia's images, they're beautiful. Actually, a lot of people got some really beautiful images. Sitla also did some beautiful images. And then I did start this one, but I didn't finish this one. This was of the blue house. These are images from Oaxaca that I had taken. And then if you missed it, which a lot of you did miss it, we did another light and shadow session for those. It was a bonus one for anybody who has signed up for all my workshops this summer. So I did a free 2-hour bonus session, and it was more figurative, but still working with light and shadow. So that was that. That's going to be offered as of the 1st of July. I will offer it as a workshop, and I'm giving 24% off for a week. Actually, not a week. What am I talking about? Just for a couple of days, because I will be, it's our anniversary and we're going to be married 24 years. It's okay, Patrick. Patricia, the recording is up and available. All right, let's see what we're painting today, shall we? If you're coming to the workshop today, it's teacups and bowls, one of my favorite things to paint. So there is still time to sign up if you didn't sign up for it. and there is a code, a 15% off, I think. If you need that, I can tell you what that is. Where are we at? June. Let's go to June. C said, congratulations. Okay, I'm like totally, congratulations on, oh, for the 24 years. Thank you, C. Okay, we are in a saloon. So I've added 2 images for a saloon. This is my contribution to the month. Everybody's done so well at helping add images for the month. So I'm so grateful for you all. This one I thought was really nice. Bar San Miguel. And you could just put him in if you really wanted. And look at the saloon. Look at the saloon doors. They're the original saloon doors. I'm not sure if they actually open. I would take him out and just have the cowboy walking. It's a little bit funny. Look at the, I think maybe it's broken up. I don't know. Oh, maybe they're holding up the flowers. And then the other image that I have of saloon is an actual, it was supposed to be a saloon, but it looks like a convenience store. So I'm not sure if you want to do this one. I think the other one is much better. So I think I'll do this one. This is definitely more saloon-like than the other one. For some reason, the other one came up. My eyes were probably really not seeing much that evening, and I added a convenience store, an old convenience store. Definitely not a saloon. I did have some saloon images of people sitting in saloons, but that was not one of them. Anybody else drawing or painting a saloon today? Let's have a look. I know that I have a couple of pages in here that I can work on. I'm sure I do. Or I could work on the other sketchbook where I've prepped the page. Maybe I'll do that. Surely I have. I think I'm done this sketchbook. I think it's done. And then I'll just add loose pages with sketches on the other sides. Sometimes I do double pages and sometimes I don't. I mean, I could add it to the first one. No, I won't though. All right, going to the other sketchbook. Good morning, Janice. C says saloon, yes. Okay, so I'm going to work with this page here. I've prepped it already, so I can do that. If you are here and you are not part of our Patreon group and you don't have the image, you can either take a screenshot of it. Sorry, I didn't post this on stories, but you can. Hi, Meryl. All right, let's get started. Can you hear my squeaky chair? All right. Am I really messy? I think I have to replenish my white. But maybe I don't for today because there isn't much white. So I think I can probably get away with just using what I've got here. I need a bigger table. I have my acrylics. I need to find a better way. I have my acrylics all lying like on the side of my table just beyond this area, and there really isn't that much space. So if you've been with me over the past couple of days, you'll have heard acrylics jumping off of my table onto the floor. Should we do some warm-ups before we get started? That probably would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Let's do some warm-ups. I'm going to just turn this page and do some warm-ups on the back of here. So why don't we Do you want to look at just doing a quick continuous line? I'm going to separate my page into two and then just get the quick sketch done with pencil. Patricia says you definitely need 3 times 1 oil. What is 3 times 1 oil? All right, let's get started. And we're going to do a 3-minute of this one, get started. Now, what was 3 times 1 oil? Okay, I'm just blocking off and looking at shapes. I know you're drawing now, so you probably can't say. Oh, that is the oil for squeaky things in Latin America. Ah, well, I don't think it is a thing for, like, I don't think it's oil that I need. I think I need to tighten some screws. I think that's what it is. We have over here, it's called WD-40, right? Do you guys have that in North America as well, like in the States? WD-40. See, quick sketch. I'm gonna be able to get, I love the shadows of these as well. Shadows are great. This is the door here. We've got the shadow here, and then another door here. Where did my timer go? No active timers. Okay, well, you have 1 minute left then. I'll give you a little bit of extra time. It's the saloon doors that I really want because today is saloon. So and then the guy with the cowboy hat. Meryl, you're from Texas. Are there lots of saloons in Texas? And do women walk around with cowboy hats, or is it just men? 2 questions. That's his shadow here. He looks like a very funny person, looking a little bit strange. I think I did his face too big, too large. All right, did you enter that bar? No, this is from Unsplash. Look, Jeremy Stewardson from Unsplash. This is not my photo, but I uploaded the photo. Yes. Janice says, yes, WD-40. And C says, oh, yes. All right, I'm going to do a very quick color blocking down here, just with my Himmies. If you want to join me, we'll just do a quick, do you want to do a 3-minute or a 5-minute? Let me know what you want to do. 5-minute, 3-minute. Maybe just pick one color and do a monochromatic image. So looking at the lights and the darks and putting those in. 5-minute. All right, let's do a 5-minute. 5 minutes starts now. See. Uh-oh, see, I'm dropping stuff already. I am dropping. The Himmies have the perfect colors for these. They have the ochre. Get all the ochre in. I've gone way too low with this. Meryl says, yes, there are saloons and we have cowgirls and cowboys. Huh, interesting. Meryl, do you walk around with a cowboy hat on? Like, I know maybe it sounds like a silly question because maybe everybody does. Like, do you, when you go out, do you wear your cowboy hat? Or is that just a different breed of people? People. I feel like it's another world, right? Everybody, if you're just joining, welcome. I'm just doing a quick color blocking. I think I've completely messed up this because I'm looking at it. Well, I don't have the floor, so it's gonna mess things up. But I'm just going right off. I'm just looking at colors. I'm gonna find my darks as well. We're only doing 5 minutes and we've got 1 minute left, everybody. How did that go so fast? That's crazy. Uh-oh, I just went over the area that I didn't want to go over. Oh well. So this kind of gives me a little bit more of an idea of where I need to put my shadows. There is a guy here walking, so I'm gonna just include the shadow. And then what I would normally do is put dark behind any of the details. For example, up here, the little triangular details. If you can see, the majority of color is dark behind it, and then you can add your blue, or yeah, your little blue triangles, and then add the yellow on top of that. I think it would be easier than adding all those dark triangles. I can just go over with lines. C says I haven't started. C, it's fine, it's fine. I know it's early in the morning and everybody is just waking up. Okay, I can't go over that yet. I'm gonna have to, well, maybe I can if I take enough paint. But then I'm not gonna be able to turn the page. That was silly, wasn't it? Meryl says, those are urban cowboys. No, I don't have boots and hair. I did when I was young. Some of my doctors wear cowboy boots. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you? All right, well, we did a 3-minute warm-up and a 5-minute warm-up. And I was just looking at the colors that I've got of the Hemis. I think they're going to work. I think my ochre needs to be adjusted slightly, maybe a little bit more yellow in my ochre or a tiny little bit of white. Let's have a look. I'm just gonna check it out. Like, let's put a little bit of white may help this ochre. Yeah, so I'll have to do that. And I do want to have the cow the cowboy in here, and I also do want to make sure that I get the saloon doors, because saloon rhymes with June, and that's why we are doing saloon. If you had another word that you wanted to do, then that was pretty fine. I will, if you didn't see, I sent out, it's not even an invite. I'm not doing Luma this time because I don't want anyone to not be able to get in. So it's just a Patreon meet on Friday, and we are drawing from Julie's photos that she has gathered from her grandma, and also some photos, that vintage photos that she bought in her 20s that she's never used, that she found, and they're really cool. Jen says, good, but just watching right now. Okay, I'm gonna have to put this to the side. Maybe I'll do a painting on a bigger piece of paper. What do we have? Oh, we have 40 minutes, just under 40 minutes. Maybe I could do it on here. If I move everything over. Oh, it's gonna fall. I think everything is gonna fall. Okay. Oh, I can't move it over that way. It's just gonna have to be more in the center here. Okay, I'm gonna sketch it out real quick, and I'm going to also include the top here. What was I saying? Oh yes, so Friday we have a Patreon meet at 11 a.m. Eastern. If you can make it, great. If you can't, don't worry, it will be recorded, and the images are really lovely, so if you can make it, great. And if you have if some of you are gathering photos for me, that would be fantastic, because then I can pre-plan some Patreon meets throughout July. And I think that would be nice, because then you can, if you can make it, and this way you can say yes to other things, no to other things. I mean, I don't want you saying no to other things just because of our meets, but if you can make that choice. I'm not going to put the writing on until afterwards, but it's basically going to be right there, which is probably going to get covered up anyway. And then this weekend, we may have another, if anybody sends more, we may have another meet, or we can just do a catch up and chat, which we haven't done for a while. So we'll do a catch up and chat this weekend, unless somebody sends some more images. I also transferred the London meet, because I know that was separate because I opened it up to Substack subscribers. So the London meet is available now, and the replay is up there. I think I sent the replay anyway through Patreon, but I've added it to Another World to our Padlet. So you have now the meets in there that we've done. I haven't added the peonies. Would you like the peonies in there as well, so they're all together? You let me know. If it's handy to have everything together, then I will transfer them so they're not in a separate one. I feel like that it's a nice way of keeping them all there. These meats that we have. Shadows. They're quite small, those. Okay, let me get the guy in. I'm just going to look at his legs, his torso, his head, how he's walking, shoulders, arms. Shadow on the back of his legs. Foot. The other one you really can't see too much. Hat. Okay, and I've messed up on this as well. I think I could get it right. Maybe I'll make this door over here a little bit further over. And I've got the shadow up here and the balcony. That's all in shadow. I'm not going to put the balcony or the bars of the railings. It's a little bit odd, the top here. I feel like they've put like tinsel or something around the edge of the door, but there is no door. It's quite bizarre. There's flowers up here. Who's coming to the teacups and bowls workshop today? Did you guys all sign up? If you didn't, that's fine. There are a lot of images. We're not going to do all the images. We're going to be doing a lot of warm-ups, or quick warm-ups, and then we'll pick a few images. I know that you probably have looked at them and gone, oh my gosh, there's a lot there. But no, and then we'll work a little bit on the bowls afterwards. All right, well, that sketch took me 7 minutes. Sue says, I hope I can be there. Sue says, her photos are so good. And together, please. Yes. Okay, great. And Patty says, do you still want my I always want your photos. but I also want just 9, Patty, because if not, I will have to choose. So 9 of your, like where you are, the area where you are, whether it's like you choose France and like where you stay in France and maybe the surrounding areas, or Madrid and like just streets and parks and maybe buildings, or you know, a local shop that you go into, or yeah, like something which represents like just the area that you're in. C says, I hope I can be there. I hope you can be there. Patty says, I won't be able to make it, unfortunately. That's okay. Hi, Amy. Okay, gonna get started with this one, Amy. It's Saloon today. Saloon with 1 L or 2 L's? Saloon. 1 L? 2 L's, right? 2 L's. Okay, let's get started. I think I'm going to put the sky on first. Sky in, sky on. My palette is so dirty that I don't really want to touch my palette with the paint that I've got on my brush. C says 1. OE1. What does 1 mean? And the class today is at 10 a.m. if you're wondering what time the class is. So if you can make it, great. You know what I don't love about the Himmies? I mean, I like it, but I don't like it. They're quite sticky. I guess I can put more water in with them. I know I can put more water in with them. C says keyboard issues. 1 L in Saloon. Oh, 1 L in Saloon. Thank you. Is there only 1 L in balloon as well? Okay, well, I've got the sky in. 1 L. That's all right. I have brain issues that I can't even spell saloon. That doesn't look right with 1 L. But I'm sure I'm not doubting you. Oh, Janice says only 1 L in saloon. Hey, Rosalie, how are you? Did you say 1 for teacups, not 10? No, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock for teacups. There's 2 in balloon. Oh my gosh, the English language does not make sense. Totally doesn't make sense. There should be 2. There should be 2 in saloon if there's 2 in balloon. Balloon, saloon. Same thing. Oh, you can make it. Yes, 10 a.m. Everyone's getting confused because we're talking about 1 L, not 1 p.m. 10 a.m. my time, Eastern time, for Teacups and Bowls workshop today. If you haven't signed up, and if you want to sign up, you can still. This is way too dull. Add some bright orange to this. That's a little better. I have to correct some of these straight lines at the end. Just clean them up a little bit. See, there's some, I think because my brush I used for the blue, there's some blue seeping into it, and that's why it's a little bit dull. Or it could be my white that's dirty, and that's why I'm picking up the blue in there. English language is crazy. You're right, Rosalie. So we've talked a little bit about July. I will be sending out, I think I'll probably get it finished today. I do have a couple of things going on today, but we are going to be, and I haven't chosen my subject matter yet, but we're going to be doing colors in July like we have done for the past couple of years. But Louisa had a great idea to post images of birds for each day, and those birds will be our inspiration for our color palette. So then from there we can choose a theme. So it could be local businesses, it could be random things like things from your fridge, it could be portraits of artists, it could be portraits of local shop owners. You could go around and take pictures of local shop owners and celebrate them. You could go into galleries and ask you could ask art curators if they would like their portrait painted, and they could be the subject matter of your July month. It could be anything from old school teachers, it could be landscapes. Yeah, I'm just throwing out all the ideas. But so the one thing in common that we will be working on together is the colors. So it'll be really lovely to see everybody's images using the same color palette but different subject matter. And I think that's where, you know, these mornings are really, that'll help you expand what you want to paint. You could set up a still life for each morning and paint your still life with those colors. It'll be nice to see everybody's images. And we'll still meet in the mornings like we have been doing. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be live here on YouTube. If I'm not here, I'll let you know. And then Monday and Fridays are in Zoom. and that is accessed through Patreon. So accessible through Patreon. All those images, I will be posting them soon, so you can either get ahead, you could decide what medium you're going to use, you could use mixed medium every day, you could use, you know, you can choose your theme. I'd love for somebody to come up with a theme for me. I can't remember what I was going to do. I'd like to do portraits, I really would. I also am going to add a couple of workshops to the end of July, and they will be within my sale, and there'll be portrait workshops, because I love teaching portraits, and I'm glad I added it yesterday to that, to the workshop that I gave everybody as a thank you, to say thank you for signing up to all of my workshops. Okay, I'm going to bring this down a little bit. And there is some bright orange down here. Block this in. Oh, we have 15 minutes. Do you think I can do this in 15 minutes? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to get the gray on the ground first, because I've got a lot of color here on my palette that I can just use. Good morning, Melissa. How are you? What's your theme this week for Art Hang Party? If you don't know Melissa Martin, she runs Art Hang Party Thursdays for sure. And then do you always have something on a Saturday? I feel like recently you have something on a Saturday going on as well. Is that new? Because I always miss it because I've been either at dance or just, I don't know, Saturdays are difficult. But yeah, tell us a little bit about the weekend ones as well, and your theme for this week. Flowers. Oh, C is going to do flowers for her month of... Is that going to be difficult though, C? I mean, I don't think it will be difficult, but are you gonna enjoy changing the colors of the flowers with the different palettes? Just on Thursday, Melissa says, we're doing 100 people in 100 minutes, inspired by your 100 hat session. Oh, cool. Fantastic. I mean, that's going to be crazy, but great. Just going to go over the Saloon word. I'll name it afterwards. So we should make little zines with 100 pages in it. That would be cool too. All right, let's get this terracotta color on the walls. I feel like it's been 7:40 for like the past 10 minutes. I think we're doing all right for time. Not the best brush for straight lines. Gonna have to be much darker up there, but I can do the front, this area here, in this color. Down here should be a little bit lighter. It's like dusty, a dusty, worn color that I need to mix up. So that'll go on soon. And then I'm going to go around my figure. Just a simple little guy with his cowboy hat on. We're drawing Saloon today, and I found an image on Unsplash of a saloon. I'm not sure if it's actually, maybe it was a saloon, I don't know. Well, you know what I should do? Oh, I'm not going to switch now, but I should have. Oh, you know what? I'll just take a different paintbrush. How clever I am. Not really, but this will work. I want this to dry up here, and it has to be dark, so I'm going to put this in quickly first before I finish off the red, because I have to go over it. Time thinking, have to think of what you need to do so that you don't have to wait for paint to dry. Actually, I don't mind waiting for paint to dry. It gives me opportunity to do other things, but I do have a little dryer if I need it dried. Oh, and C says, and flowers for July. Yes. I'm just still trying to come up with my theme for the month, what I want to do. I'd like to do something with portraits, but I don't want to commit to really long portraits like I did for April and for last December, because I don't think I have time to do that. But I do want to do portraits, so maybe I could stick to 10-minute portraits with those colors. Maybe that could work. I don't know. I've done it before where I just done 10-minute portraits, and maybe I'll use pastels or oil pastels, something that I haven't used. You can see me fail miserably in pastels every morning. I may get frustrated though, that's the only thing with all the mess. Maybe I could do it outside. Oh no, that would be difficult to do a live outside. Oh goodness, this is just getting wider and wider. Supposed to be the same width as this one down here. That did not happen. This is what takes time, the little details. Or the straight lines. Yeah, I gotta correct up here. Just bring that over a little bit. Thursday is 7 p.m. Eastern. Oh, we have a pop-up on the first Saturday of the month at 10 a.m. July 6th. Theme is at the fair. Oh, wonderful. And C says, I love doing portraits. C, your portrait that I taught yesterday, or that I didn't know, your portrait yesterday that I taught with the visual arts passage was incredible. I loved it. Really great, great, great portrait. You should be super proud of that one. It turned out really, really nice. So I could be drawing this for another hour. I really wanted to get it finished. So I'm trying to add what I can. Like all the darks, etc. Janet, are you going away? Are you going to the UK soon? To spend time with your grandkids? I know you usually go around Wimbledon time. Sue says, so July for me is bird colors for portraits and flowers. Ah, nice. Oh, right. Janice says we're going to tour. We're going on a tour of Scandinavia, leaving tomorrow. Right. I forgot. You're going to Copenhagen. Oh my goodness, it's going to be so wonderful. Is your daughter going with you, or is it just you and your husband? You have to take lots of pictures, and then we can do a lovely Patreon meet when you get back of some of your highlights that you saw. right, he does have a little bit of shadow on his leg, but it's not as dark. Just putting that on there. And on the back of this leg too. And then I got to come back in with this color here. We may get a very simple version of this done. I just won't have all the little details and the bar San Miguel, which I really wanted to get on. Maybe I can put it on. C says, Ice Janice. Nice, Janice. I think she meant nice, Janice. Janice says, just the two of us. A few weeks after we get back, the UK group is coming here for 3 weeks. Oh, wonderful. All right, let's just have a look at things like up here. There's, I think it's really supposed to be, what do you call it? Curtains. Some darker areas here. We'll put some blues in there. The idea that there is something hanging. That's white. On the back of his shirt is kind of a little bit blue. And on his hat, I think I can put that also a little bit blue. Then there really isn't too much blue I can mix in. I'm going to mix in blue and the maroon to get the saloon doors. It's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna just keep going for a little bit, everybody. If you do have to leave, thank you for joining. It's been lovely having you. And don't forget that if you signed up to my class today, it's at 10 a.m. And we're drawing teacups and bowls today in our workshop. Doesn't look simple to me. See, it's super simple. Very, very simple. I just want to get the name on, and I want to get the name on, and I want to get these little crisscrosses up here. and also the trousers that he's got on. They don't need to be completely white. So let's see. Little things like Bar San Miguel, I can put that up here. It's dry. Just gonna put and then the yellow of the crisscross. Is it dry up there? I think it's dry. Let's have a look. So there's a line that goes all the way down the middle here, like so. And then there's crisscrosses. Well, not crisscrosses, little triangular zigzags. And the railings, and then I think we're good. Or maybe a little bit of detail on the front. Got shadows and railings up here. I'm not going to put the swan that's up there. The swan can stay out of it. Need a little bit of that color here. Oh, I know what I'm missing. Two little details. Shadow on the edge here. And then shadow also. Oops, that didn't need to be like that. Okay, I'm gonna have to correct that. I think I am done. I'm just gonna correct this little area here. That needs to be added a little bit of the, lots of littles. I do say, just gonna add a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit here. There we go. And there is the saloon. I'm not sure what happened to why this little bit was left. Thank you, C. I look forward to seeing all of your saloons. I'm sure they look fabulous if you did them. If you didn't, not to worry. I'm sure you're working on other things. Thanks for joining me. I will see some of you at 10 a.m. this morning, and check your Patreon for Friday's meet. It's not Luma, so you'll just have to go back there to get the link on Friday. So either bookmark it or yeah, do what you have to do, or just, you know, make sure you can get back into your Patreon to get the link. This is where I start messing up, because I'm adding, cleaning, adding, cleaning. I should just leave it. Have a good day, everybody. Bye. Thanks for joining.